Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to another episode of our journey into the untold stories that echo through the mountains and valleys of our world. Today, I want to take you deep into the heart of Appalachia, a region steeped in mystery, tradition, and tales as old as the hills themselves. It's a place where the fog rolls over the peaks like whispers of secrets long kept, and where every rustle in the dense forest might carry the weight of countless untold stories. Our story begins with Reba Lowry, a woman whose life has been shadowed by a decade of unanswered questions and unresolved grief. 10 years ago, Reba's sister, Delphia, vanished without a trace. The authorities chalked it up to youthful recklessness, dismissing her disappearance as just another case of a young woman out partying. But Reba knew her sister better than anyone. Delphia was grounded, thoughtful, and would never have left without a word, especially not after the haunting conversation they'd shared just before she disappeared. Delphia had confided in Reba about a disturbing dream, a nightmare that felt more like a premonition. In it, she foresaw the death of their young nephew, Jeremiah. Dreams, especially in Appalachian folklore, are often seen as omens, bridges between the spiritual and the physical world. This wasn't something Delphia would take lightly, and neither did Reba. Tragically, the nightmare became reality when Jeremiah also vanished soon after, compounding the family's grief and deepening the mystery enveloping their lives. Imagine the weight of that moment for Reba, losing not just one, but two loved ones, disappearing as if the very earth had swallowed them whole. The authorities remained unmoved, their indifference a cold contrast to Reba's growing anguish. They dismissed her pleas, effectively silencing her cries for help. But Reba refused to let their stories end there. Driven by an unwavering love and a fierce determination, Reba embarked on a relentless quest for the truth. In the face of bureaucracy and apathy, she became her own investigator, sifting through rumors, following leads, and piecing together fragments of information. Her journey through the labyrinth of secrets is a testament to the lengths one will go for family. Years passed, and just when hope seemed like a fading ember, a man named Ronald stepped into the light. He claimed to have information about Delphia's fate, a revelation that sent ripples through the small Appalachian community. Ronald's account was chilling, detailing events that led to the arrest and conviction of Bobby Taylor for Delphia's murder. For many, this was the end of the story. A tragic tale concluded with justice served. But for Reba, the closure was incomplete. Throughout her quest, one name continued to surface: Eddie Pittman. Delphia had harbored suspicions about Eddie, particularly concerning Jeremiah's disappearance. Reba's own instincts echoed her sister's fears. She voiced her conviction with resolute clarity. "I know Eddie Pittman had something to do with my sister's disappearance. I just know it. But if you can't prove it, then I'll have to find a way to get justice for her myself." Reba's words resonate deeply, revealing not just her determination, but also the frustration of battling unseen forces and unanswered questions. Her journey mirrors that of many who fight against the currents of disbelief and dismissal. It's reminiscent of Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird, where Atticus Finch reminds us, "The one thing that doesn't abide by majority rule is a person's conscience." Like Atticus, Reba is guided by her inner convictions, undeterred by the skepticism of those around her. The lingering questions surrounding Eddie Pittman add layers of complexity to the narrative. Was justice truly served with Bobby Taylor's conviction, or was he merely a piece of a larger puzzle? The uncertainty gnaws at Reba, compelling her to continue seeking the full truth. Her relentless pursuit highlights the often overlooked reality that closure isn't always found in courtrooms, and that legal conclusions don't always equate to personal resolution. The deep woods of Appalachia themselves seem to be holding secrets. The region, with its rich tapestry of folklore and history, is almost a character in its own right. The mountains have witnessed generations of stories, some told, many forgotten. In the words of author Sharin McCrum, known for her Appalachian ballad novels, the mountains have a way of isolating people, both physically and emotionally. This isolation can mean that secrets are kept and mysteries remain unsolved, hidden away in hollows and ridges where few dare to tread. Reba's story also brings to light the power of dreams and premonitions in shaping our actions. Throughout literature and history, dreams have served as catalysts for change and warnings of impending doom. In Shakespeare's Julius Caesar, Caesar's wife, Calpurnia, dreams of his death and warns him against going to the Senate. Similarly, Delphia's dream was a harbinger, a distress signal that something was amiss. Such motifs remind us of the age-old human struggle to interpret and heed the signs that may alter our destinies. As we delve deeper into the narrative, it's impossible to ignore the themes of familial bonds and the lengths to which we go to protect those we love. Reba's unwavering dedication to her sister and nephew exemplifies the profound connections that tie families together, even in the face of unimaginable hardship. It's a sentiment echoed in Khaled Hosseini's The Kite Runner, where the protagonist grapples with the depths of loyalty and the pursuit of redemption for past wrong. Hosseini writes, "For you, 1,000 times over," capturing the essence of sacrifice and devotion that also drives Reba forward. Reba's struggle against the dismissive authorities highlights another critical aspect of the story: the systemic challenges that can hinder justice. Her experience sheds light on how societal prejudices and assumptions can overshadow individual cries for help. This is not just a tale set in a remote region. It's a reflection of a broader issue where marginalized voices are often unheard. It calls to mind the true story of the Black Dahlia, where Elizabeth Short's murder in 1947 became sensationalized, but many crucial aspects of the investigation were marred by biases and media frenzy. In the face of these obstacles, Reba's resilience becomes an inspiration. Her journey is not just about solving a mystery. It's about asserting the value of every life and demanding that the lost and the voiceless be acknowledged. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes ordinary individuals must rise to extraordinary challenges to seek justice. The conviction of Bobby Taylor, while a significant development, leaves the narrative open-ended for Reba. The unresolved suspicions about Eddie Pittman represent the unfinished chapters of her story. This unresolved tension adds a layer of realism to the tale, acknowledging that in life, not all stories have neat conclusions. It's a concept explored in Gabriel Garcia Marquez's Chronicle of a Death Foretold, where the inevitability of tragedy is known, yet the full truth remains elusive. As we reflect on Reba's journey, it's essential to consider the broader context of Appalachia and how the region's unique culture and history influence the narrative. Appalachia has often been romanticized or misunderstood, but at its core, it's a land of resilience, with communities bound by strong ties and a deep connection to the land. The oral traditions, music, and storytelling are integral to its identity. Reba's story could very well be a modern folk ballad, echoing through the mountains like the haunting melodies of old. It touches on universal themes of love, loss, justice, and the unyielding human spirit. In the Appalachian tradition, ballads often tell stories of tragedy and perseverance, serving both as cautionary tales and as tributes to those who have endured. Moreover, Reba's unwavering quest is a testament to the enduring strength of hope amidst grief. In times of profound loss, hope can be both a burden and a beacon. It is what keeps Reba moving forward, even when the path is obscured by uncertainty. Her journey reminds us of the words of Emily Dickinson, who described hope as the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tunes without the words, and never stops at all. In bringing this tale to you, I hope to highlight not just Reba's individual story, but also the collective experiences of those who navigate the complexities of loss and the pursuit of truth. It's a narrative that encourages us to listen more closely to the voices that often go unheard, and to recognize the profound impact that one person's determination can have. As we come to the close of today's episode, let's carry forward the lessons from Reba's journey. May we be inspired by her courage, moved by her love, and reminded of the importance of seeking truth, no matter how elusive it may be in our own lives. Let us strive to support those who are fighting their battles in silence and to amplify the stories that need to be told. Thank you for joining me today, for taking the time to walk alongside Reba through the shadowed paths of Appalachia. Until next time, take care and remember that every story has the power to touch a heart and maybe, just maybe, change the world.